we're at Carlos Machado's Dallas Academy, and this is Carlos Machado himself. He's going to share with us some of his knowledge, tell us about his background, his experience. For those of you who are meeting him for the first time, this is my instructor in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, and it's my honor to bring him on board to the Grappling Source so he can share some information with you. Carlos, tell us a little bit about you.
All right, thank you everyone. Welcome to the Source. I've been in Jiu Jitsu since I was 4 years old. It's been a long time. I'm the eldest of the Machado Brothers, who are nephews of one of the founders of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, late Master Carlos Gracie Sr. Throughout my life, I dedicated entirely to martial arts, especially to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu for me is a lifestyle. It's not just about coming to the academy and teaching. Everything I do, I use the principles of that art to handle my life affairs. And among the many things I've accomplished, I was champion in Brazil several times while I was living there up to 1990 when I first came to the US. And after a 6-year period where I was just working with my brothers, I started competing again and won a couple of Pan American tournaments. In 2000 I won the World Master Championships in 2 divisions. I've had occasional tournaments that I won in the US as well, the US Open, my cousin Rickson Gracie's national tournament, and so on. So, you know, just keep me busy. But my main activity is to ensure that Brazilian Jiu Jitsu is taught properly among my students here in Dallas and among several of my affiliates throughout the country. I do seminars worldwide. I just recently came back from Australia and Italy, and through individuals like Daniel Gonzalez, who's my authorized instructor, living in New York now, I try to spread the word, you know, of how to train properly and how to have good quality martial arts. So this is me, this is what I do. And Daniel?
From beginner to experience, you're always going to get something of value from any work that you do with Carlos. So we're real excited to have him on board. And today we're going to start working a little bit on different aspects of the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu ground game.
Right now, please. So if you're deciding to attack the leg, for instance, let's evaluate all the different aspects, you know, the ankle, the different ways the ankle can go. You know, this way here, you know, could be 2 ways, okay? Like somebody, and I'm not demonstrating the technique, I'm just showing like you lock the hook and you do the rotation, that's one way, you know, affects the knee. If I go for a straight ankle, okay, over here, either with my hip or turning a little bit to increase the lever, you know, the extension go this way. And of course, you have also the toe holds that can go either way. See, normally I like to hold, you know, kind of near the ball of the foot, come with my other arm underneath the ankle and go for the position. And some people like to do this way too. You know, this affects more the knee than the toe, than the ankle. Okay? And anything that you extend the knee, you know, with knee bars, we're going to see the variations, you know, kind of like stretching out, you know, the angles change, you know, to be here. You can do knee bars in combination with toe holds, that's also fine. One aspect though, important, is a lot of times people sacrifice their own legs when they do a leg attack. For instance, I can attack Jacob's ankle, but if I leave my ankle here, you know, and let's say we're in a situation like this, so the result can be, you know, either way. Either, you know, he's gonna get me first or I'll get him first. So I usually don't like to leave anything for my partner if I decide to go for a leg attack. I like to hide my foot under, I keep my other foot across, see what I'm saying? Or I try to turn around and kind of keep my foot here inside his thigh and use the hip. See, I have the lever without compromising, you know, my legs as I attack. Now let's see the game, I guess, that favors the ankle, for instance. When you work the ankle, most of the time you start in a regular guard pass situation, you know, like for instance, you're here, you know, getting like the simple leg breaking techniques, and often, you know, you start to kind of control with one leg in between, it makes it a lot easier for you to accomplish the results. Okay, once you're here, you know, and you sit, one of the things that will take place, if you go for straight ankle, great. I like to have, excuse me, when I go, the edge of the position right away if I can. See, so I give less reaction time for the guy. If I hold too deep on the calf, what happens is, as Jacob reacts to the fan, keep the fan a little bit, see, it's taking too long for me to get the submission, you know, push my leg and circle, yeah. See, so I have to struggle too much and might even lose the position. Here, what I like to do is like I hook inside the thigh and I slide deep to the edge. When I sit back, even if he wants to defend, the pressure is on here. He might not have time. And I still have one resource. If he ever beats that leg, see, I'm gonna get this knee across.
Let's take a look at
See what I'm
that.
saying?
The knee across, you're saying,
Yeah.
on
Right
the
here.
mat.
And you see, I never let my foot go. See, I
Okay.
don't want to mess with that. My foot is hidden under, okay? And once I'm here, I pretty much, even if he wants to keep rolling, see, I'll follow him in the position the pressure is on for the entire time. People here, excuse me, one hand on the shin, pushing, the other hand on the wrist or forearm, okay? Some guys like to work here, you know, they hold here, especially, you know, when I turn. But I like to kind of like keep control of my arm all the time. All the time, I try to keep, you know, if I can have here or here, I prefer than just, you know, not holding anything. If I had a gi, usually use the lapel. In this case, like my shirt, you know, I can use that as a grip, so I can afford to keep my hand free, spread my knees, and let my hip go deep on the ground. And eventually, I'm kind of loosening it up so he doesn't feel the pain. I arch my back. So as the hips go down, I arch. Okay, I'm holding very loose so he doesn't feel too much.